Alright, YouTube. Now that we spent the last 5 minutes of my YouTube channel drilling 2 holes, or rather prepping for and drilling 2 holes, it's on with the build. This is Tailcone video 12, and we'll be working on the attaching the last bulkhead and the second to last bulkhead to the lower aft skin. It's a pretty tight fit in there, especially with that tail spring mount in there. So I had to get help. Oh yes, this is where the power went out. Huh. It's a good thing I'm not doing anything that really requires power. Well, my little hand sander can be used without power. So can my deburring tool, because I drilled that and I need to deburr the holes. And the rivets that I have to get later on, so they're the second row on the tail skin, the lower aft tail skin. We're going to rivet this to that bulkhead to the aft tail skin, and then install it back in the plane, and then the second to last former, the 11th, we'll get riveted to that bottom skin in place. The difficulty is the tail spring mount has to be in there at least temporarily, and by that I mean cleat in place, because once those two pieces get attached, you are not getting this tail spring mount in there. So it has to go in with the assembly. So the extended difficulty is the rivets are near impossible to get with it riveted in place. So what I did was I cleat-coated it in place to that rear bulkhead, and then there's the power came back. Once it got cleat-coated in place, I installed that in there, and then we were able to move it just enough to get some access to the next rivets. That's a pain point for builders on this airplane. I saw someone else in the Slack group had a problem several months ago with it, and I recalled that they had to basically drill stuff out and disconnect it since it went in fully riveted. So I figured I'd give a shot to doing it without being fully riveted. So speaking of the Slack group, good group. Talk about RVs, talk about building RVs. I'll link it below. But yeah, let's see. Oh, this is still prep work. So I got my wife to help me out because this is going to be, some help is definitely required. And I had to turn the camera on real motion mode so I can capture her expressions when she does things, like when we first do this riveting and she's not even looking where the bucking bar is going. No, it didn't sound good. It's like the bucking bar isn't even on the rivet. And it wasn't. That bucking bar was the wrong choice. So what we did was I took the steel-footed bucking bar, which is a good shape, and I attached the tungsten one with blue tape for extra mass. Made the process a lot easier. Oh yeah, she's smiling now.
Push yours, the top of it toward the bulkhead, toward the front, so it tilts like that way.
I'm pushing it as far as it will go that way.
So it's against there.
Yeah, I can hear it hitting the tink, 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 tink the bucking bar. So it sounded a lot better. But I think it looks worse. Yeah. So we mushed that rivet pretty bad. It got folded over sideways with the first bucking bar. I should have drilled it out. I do eventually drill it out. I don't think that's in this video. But that'll be in another one, and I don't know if I reset it myself or have someone help. I can't remember. We've got a round rivet head. Thanks for coming. See you next time.